There comes a moment in life when you're standing quietly, holding what little you have left, wondering if miracles are even real anymore. Maybe that moment is today. Maybe you're looking down at the money in your hand. Small, perhaps, but all you've got. And inside, a quiet voice is asking, is this really all there is? I need you to listen carefully because what you're about to hear has the power to change that story forever. Money, you see, isn't just paper or coins, it's energy. It responds, it listens. And when you hold it with fear, with thoughts of lack, it shrinks away. But when you hold it with love, with faith, with bold words of command whispered from your soul, that money begins to multiply. Yes, multiply, and not by accident but by law. A law older than time itself. Right now, I want you to look at what you have. It doesn't matter how small. Feel it in your fingers. And remember this, it's not about what you hold. It's about what you say to it. Words are bridges between your faith and your fortune. Say them right, believe them deeply, and watch as life answers in ways you never dared to hope. Money is not what most people believe it to be. It is not cold. It is not lifeless. It is not a symbol of struggle or something to be chased like a shadow that always stays just out of reach. Money is energy, pure energy. It listens. It responds. And right now, as you hold whatever little or much you have in your hands, you are sending out a message to it. Every silent thought, every unspoken fear, every hidden doubt, it can feel. And the problem for most people is, they're holding their money like it's something to fear. They're touching their coins or their cash and thinking, this won't last, or I'll never have enough, or it's just slipping away. And what happens? The money obeys, it slips away. It doesn't stay, not because money hates you, not because the world is cruel, but because money, like everything in life, responds to the energy you wrap it in. Now imagine something different. Imagine holding even the smallest note, and instead of trembling with fear or worrying how long it will last, you wrap it in love, in faith, in expectation that note, no matter how small, becomes a seed. And seeds are powerful. A tiny seed holds a forest inside of it, but only if it's planted in the right soil. Money is the same. You hold it, you speak over it, and you plant it in energy that multiplies it. But fear is poisoned soil. Fear chokes the seed. Fear blocks the return. That's why so many people never see increase, no matter how hard they work. They're holding their money in fear, shrinking its power without even realizing it. So today, if you truly desire change, start by changing what you feel when you hold money. Feel gratitude. Feel joy. Feel trust that something bigger than you is working for you. Understand this lack is not real. It is an illusion. Scarcity is not your truth. Scarcity is a lie you've believed because life conditioned you to. Maybe you were told money is hard. Maybe you watched your parents struggle. Maybe every bill felt like a mountain. But what if those experiences were just the wrong energy repeated again and again? And what if right now you get to choose a different story? A story where money is drawn to you. A story where every note you hold multiplies not by chance, but by your choice. You see, the laws that govern money are not about effort alone. They're about energy alignment. What you believe deep in your heart and what you speak from your mouth is far more powerful than anything you can physically do. Money responds to your emotions first. Speak in fear and fear comes back to you. Speak in love and love returns multiplied. You are powerful, much more powerful than you think. And today is the day to start acting like it. Hold that note in your hand. Look at it. Really look at it. Say to it, I bless you. I thank you. And I know you will multiply and return to me in perfect ways. Say it not as a ritual, not as an empty habit, but as a heart-deep truth. Every time you spend, say, what I give out returns to me multiplied. Every time you receive, say, I welcome even more. Words create energy. Energy directs the money, and the money responds. But many people fail here. They try to trick their energy. They say the right words, but deep inside, they're filled with doubt. And doubt is a blockage. You cannot fool life. You cannot say money comes easily to me, while deep down believing, I'm always broke. The words and the belief must match. That's why, when you speak over your money, you must feel it. You must believe it like the sun will rise tomorrow. You must hold that note like it's already the first of millions. Feel the love for what you have now. Gratitude is the magnet that draws more. Let me tell you something you may not have heard before. Money is your friend. It wants to stay with you. It wants to multiply for you. But friends stay where they are welcomed. Money stays where it is loved, respected, and blessed. If you treat money like a stranger or an enemy, it leaves. If you treat it like an honored guest, it lingers, and it invites more guests. Every single rupee, dollar, coin, or note that touches your hand has a message written across it. I can multiply, if you let me. The question is, will you let it? Right now, you might be thinking, but I'm struggling. How can I love something I don't have enough of? But that is where most people go wrong. Loving what little you have is the doorway to receiving more. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't curse a small plant for not being a tree. You water it, you care for it, you speak life to it, and then it grows. Money is exactly like that. Hold your small plant with love, and it cannot help but grow into abundance. Hold it with frustration, and you dry out its roots. When you hold your money today, treat it like sacred energy. Whisper over it blessings. Feel joy for it. Even if it's a single coin, say, "You are blessed. You are powerful, and you will multiply." Because you're not speaking to the coin, you're speaking to the energy behind it. The universe, the divine, or whatever you believe in, it listens, and it acts according to your energy. You do not beg for abundance. You command it, through faith-filled words and feelings. Many people work tirelessly, thinking effort alone will bring wealth. But what they miss is that their energy undoes their labor. They toil from morning till night, but if in their heart they're saying, "I'll never have enough," then life obeys that belief. What you say silently matters more than what you do loudly. That's why this teaching is not about working harder. It's about working spiritually smarter. Align your feelings. Speak abundance. Feel love for your money, and it will begin to obey the new command. Remember, this truth: money comes through people, but from energy. You might get a job, a raise, a gift, or a client, but behind all that is energy moving in response to your vibration. You're not limited by your job title. You're not limited by your current circumstances. You are only limited by the energy you hold while touching your money. Start seeing yourself as someone abundance chases. Stop seeing money as scarce. Stop seeing yourself as unlucky. What you see you create, what you feel you attract, and what you bless multiplies. Every rupee you bless today returns as 10 tomorrow. Every dollar you curse leaves and does not return. Choose wisely. Speak with power. Feel with faith. And when doubt whispers to you, as it surely will, remember it's only a shadow. Doubt has no power unless you feed it. Feed the faith. And speak to your money like you would to a dear friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for multiplying. Thank you for opening doors I cannot see. This moment is not small. Holding your money and speaking blessings over it might seem simple, but it's sacred. It's powerful. And it's where your new story begins. A story where money is no longer a stranger, but a constant, faithful friend. What you speak into existence becomes your reality. Few people truly understand this. They say words casually, without realizing that each word is a seed dropped into the soil of their life. Every word about money, every sentence you whisper or shout, every silent belief you rehearse over and over, is shaping your financial future. That's not poetry. That's law. Words are not just sounds, they are commands. Life listens to you far more than you listen to yourself. Every complaint about being broke, every careless joke about poverty, every fearful word about bills, each one is a signal. And life obeys. Money in particular is a faithful servant. It listens to the tone of your voice, the energy behind your words, and the emotion laced into your sentences. When you speak over your money, you are instructing it, whether you realize it or not. The tragedy is most people are sending the wrong instructions without knowing. Every time you touch your money and say, "This is not enough," you command it to remain small. When you sigh at your wallet or frown at your account, you are declaring, "Stay empty." Money doesn't question your command, it fulfills it. But here's the beautiful secret that turns everything around. The moment you start speaking words of increase, words of multiplication, words of wealth over what you currently have, you begin a transformation. The energy around you shifts. Invisible forces start to stir. What you say while holding your money today determines how much more you will hold tomorrow. This is not hope. This is not positive thinking. This is spiritual law, and it never fails. I want you to take whatever money you have now, whether it's a few notes, some coins, or perhaps even a balance you see on a screen, and I want you to feel it like it's alive. Because it is. It is energy waiting to respond. Hold it, look at it, and speak as if it's listening, because it is. Say words like, "Every rupee I touch returns to me multiplied." Say, "This money is a seed, and it will grow into abundance." Say, "I bless this money, and it blesses me back." Feel the words as you speak them. Feel the truth behind them. Let your heart believe what your mind might still doubt. Because belief is not about seeing with eyes, it's about seeing with faith. There is a power that stirs when words and feelings match. You cannot whisper blessings over your money while feeling fear. Life hears the fear, not the words. That's why when you speak, you must speak from your heart, not just your lips. If you can't feel it yet, then repeat until the feeling comes. Declare until your energy shifts. Speak until your belief ignites. Because when you reach that moment, when you say, "Money returns to me multiplied," and your heart burns with belief, the command is released and life must obey. Money must obey. It is law. People often ask why their affirmations fail, why their spoken words seem powerless. The answer is simple. They say the words but continue holding on to doubt. Their inner voice shouts, "Nothing will change," even as their outer voice whispers prosperity. But life obeys the loudest voice, the one from within. This is why you must saturate yourself with words of increase, day after day, until your inner voice stops arguing, until doubt goes silent. Until your inner voice finally says, "Yes, I believe." That's when the shift happens. That's when the multiplication begins. Now, Listen carefully. The words you speak over your money are not about manipulation. You're not tricking the universe. You're aligning yourself. You're aligning your energy to abundance. You're aligning your heart to receive. Every time you say, "This money multiplies," you are not just commanding money, you are transforming yourself. And when you change, your world changes. Money comes as a reflection of your inner state. You are not chasing it, you are attracting it by becoming a match for it. So every morning, before you spend, before you panic about bills, before you tell yourself the old story of struggle, hold your money and speak. Say, "Thank you, money, for coming into my life. Thank you for multiplying as you leave my hands. Thank you for always finding your way back to me, increased." Feel the truth of those words, speak them slowly. Speak them softly if needed, or powerfully if your energy calls for it. But above all, speak them as truth, not as a wish. Your words are not begging. Your words are declaring. You are not asking life to pity you. You are reminding life of its laws. You are not hoping money will come. You are commanding it to respond, as it always was meant to. And life listens to a command wrapped in faith. It listens to words spoken from a soul that believes abundance is its birthright, not a distant dream. Even in moments when your wallet feels thin, your bank account feels low, or fear tries to claw at your peace, especially in those moments, you must speak louder. Say, "Even now money multiplies for me. Even now unseen rivers of wealth are flowing to me. Even now, increase is working behind what I can see." Refuse to let your eyes dictate your belief. Let your words paint your reality, not your current circumstances. This process is not magic in the way people think of magic. It is cause and effect. It is planting and harvest. It is as certain as gravity. What you speak paired with what you feel is what returns to you. If your money feels small, don't call it small. Call it powerful. Call it blessed. Call it multiplied. And feel gratitude as if it already has increased. This confuses the old energy of lack and breaks its grip over your life. I want you to imagine now the last time you spoke negatively about money. The last time you said, "I can't afford that," or "I'm broke," or "I never have enough." Feel the heaviness of those words. See how they wrap chains around your finances. But now, see yourself breaking those chains. Every time you say, "Money flows to me easily and endlessly," you're breaking a chain. Every time you say, "I'm grateful for what I have, and more is coming," you're breaking another chain. Each declaration of abundance weakens the old story of lack. People will tell you that speaking to your money is foolish. Let them talk. While they speak from lack, you speak from faith. While they complain, you command. While they fear, you trust. And soon your life will prove which way was wiser. Because your results will speak louder than their doubts. Every note you touch, every coin you hold, is listening. Don't let your current struggle speak through you. Let your future wealth speak instead. Let your vision of abundance speak louder than your history of lack. Let your soul's knowing speak louder than your mind's worry. Say words like, "I am open to unexpected money. I am ready for overflow. Every time I spend, money returns to me increased. Money loves to stay with me and grow." When you repeat these declarations daily, you reprogram your energy. You shift your vibration. You become a magnet not just for money, but for peace about money. And that peace is the true foundation of wealth. Speak to your money until you no longer fear it. Speak to your money until you love holding it, without anxiety. Speak to your money until you trust that more is always coming. Each time you speak a blessing over your money, imagine invisible doors opening. Imagine streams of income starting to flow from directions you didn't expect, opportunities you never considered, people who feel drawn to give, to support, to buy, to pay you more. This is not delusion. This is the unseen moving into the seen, guided by your words. If you knew how powerful your spoken word was, you would never speak lack again. If you truly understood how life listens to every sentence from your lips and every silent belief from your heart, you would guard your words like treasure. And now you do know. So speak wisely, speak boldly, speak blessings over your money every day, every time you touch it, until increase becomes your natural state, because it will. And when it does, you'll realize that abundance was never outside of you. It was always waiting inside, waiting for your words to unlock its flow. There is a hidden truth many people never learn. The visible world you see with your eyes is not the source of your abundance. It's just the result. What you hold in your hands today is the reflection of what you've believed deep inside your heart all along. Your outer reality is shaped by your inner vision. And so, if you want to change what you're holding, you must first change what you're seeing, not with your physical eyes, but with your spiritual sight. You must see the invisible before it becomes visible. Right now, you might be holding a small amount of money in your hands. Maybe it feels like nothing. Maybe fear is whispering in your ear, reminding you of bills to pay, debts to clear, needs unmet. But what you hold today is not your destiny. It's just the echo of your past thoughts, your past words, your past fears. The future is still yours to shape, and that future begins when you close your eyes and choose to see differently. Imagine that small note, that single coin, as something more, not a limitation, not a problem, but a seed of infinite abundance. See it not for what it is, but for what it is becoming. Vision is everything. Without it, you will only create more of what you already see. But when you dare to hold that note and see millions, when you dare to imagine wealth pouring into your life from places you cannot yet name, when you choose to believe that the unseen is more real than your current struggle, that's when life begins to move. That's when unseen doors begin to open. That's when the money you are waiting for begins its journey to you. But you must be able to see it before you touch it. You must be able to feel it before you spend it. You must be able to thank life for it before it arrives. Faith is not wishing, faith is seeing. Faith is knowing in your heart that what you desire already exists in the unseen, and that your belief is pulling it toward you like a magnet. Most people do the opposite. They believe only in what they can see. They look at their empty wallet, their low bank balance, their pile of unpaid bills, and they say, "This is the truth." And so, their life continues to reflect that belief. Life is not punishing them. Life is simply obeying their vision. What you focus on expands. If you see lack, you create more lack. If you see abundance, you attract abundance. The power to change your finances begins not with work, not with struggle, but with inner sight. What picture do you hold in your mind when you think of money? What do you see when you imagine your future? Are you picturing freedom, wealth, joy? Or are you trapped in the cycle of seeing struggle and lack? To shift your life, you must first shift that picture. Every day, close your eyes and see yourself holding more money than you've ever held before. See yourself spending freely, joyfully, without fear. See yourself blessing others with your wealth, living in peace, walking in abundance. Feel the emotions of that vision as if it's real right now. Because in the unseen it already is. Life responds to certainty, not doubt. When you hold your current money, however small, and you say, "This is just the beginning," life listens. When you bless the little and see the much, you create the path for increase to reach you. Gratitude for the little creates the space for the great. It's not enough to merely visualize once and forget. This is a daily practice. Because every day, life will try to pull you back to old visions, old fears, old limitations. Your job is to keep seeing the new. Keep seeing the abundance. Keep seeing the wealth that is yours even before your hands can hold it. This inner sight must become stronger than the outer struggle. When that happens, your reality has no choice but to shift. Remember, money flows to those who are ready to receive it. And readiness is not about how hard you work, how smart you are, or how many connections you have. Readiness is about energy alignment. Are you vibrating at abundance? Or are you stuck in the frequency of lack? Your vision determines your vibration. What you choose to see inside determines what shows up outside. Money is not hiding from you. It's waiting for you to believe you deserve it. It's waiting for you to open the doors of faith so it can enter. It's waiting for you to stop seeing yourself as limited and to start seeing yourself as the powerful creator you were always meant to be. Take a moment now. Close your eyes. Hold whatever money you have and see rivers of abundance flowing into your life. See money coming to you from unexpected places. See debts dissolving, bills paid with ease, your needs met and exceeded. See your wallet thick, your accounts full, your heart at peace. Speak to that money as if it's already multiplied. Thank it, bless it. Feel its energy growing in your life. This is not imagination. This is creation. Because everything you see around you today was once invisible. The clothes you wear, the house you live in, the job you work, all of it was once unseen until someone believed it could be. Your future wealth is the same. It exists in the unseen, waiting for you to call it forth through your vision, your words, your belief. When fear tries to convince you that nothing is changing, remind yourself that the unseen is always moving before the seen. A seed grows roots before it breaks the ground. Your abundance is taking root, even when you can't see it yet. Trust the process. Trust your vision. Keep believing even when evidence hasn't yet arrived. Speak as if it's already yours. Feel as if it's already here. See yourself living the life you desire. And life will respond in ways that seem miraculous to others, but will feel natural to you because you knew, you saw it, you believed it. Let this become your way of life. Not a moment of hope, but a daily state of knowing. See abundance in every coin, every note, every transaction. Celebrate every small return as proof that the greater is coming. Let no outer circumstance shake your inner vision. Let no delay convince you that life isn't responding. Hold your vision with faith. Speak your increase with power. Feel your abundance as if it surrounds you now, because it does. And soon, what you see inside will be what you hold outside. Life cannot resist the command of a heart that sees the invisible as truth. And when that moment comes, when your unseen wealth becomes your seen reality, you'll look back and realize the truth you now know deep within your souls. You had to see it first, to hold it second. And you did. What you see within, you create without. Keep holding your money with love, speak words of increase over it, and see abundance even before it arrives. Believe not in what you lack, but in what's already yours in the unseen. Because when your heart sees it first, your hands will surely hold it next.